Ladies and gentlemen, right in front of me we have the Rolls Royce Cullinan. This is the most expensive SUV ever made, and let me tell you something. This could be the greatest deal on the market for a luxury SUV. Let me tell you why. As I always say, I think it's very important to understand where the car is coming from, what the car is made for, and where the company stands right now. So Rolls-Royce has been making luxury cars for a very long time. I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Bentley and Rolls-Royce used to be part of the same company. Then they separated, and some people went with Bentley, some people went with Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce started making cars back in the early 1900s, and they focused on making the most luxurious cars on Earth. That's basically it. And today, Rolls-Royce's mission is about the same, but right now it's just more than making the most luxurious car. It's about tranquility, it's about serenity, it's about fancy, and it's about literally not moving a finger in this car. And has Rolls-Royce achieved that with their brand new Cullinan, which means this is their first attempt to an SUV, and this is the first time a luxury SUV of this magnitude has ever been made. Porsche came out with the Cayenne years ago. Lamborghini just followed with the Urus. There's other in between from the smaller car makers, but Rolls-Royce took a big chance with the Cullinan. Did it pay off? Let's check it out and you guys tell me. The first thing I want to share with everyone is how little work whoever is using this car has to really do. And I mean, this is built for literally those people that just have it all and have no time for bullshit. What exactly do I mean by that? The only time you're gonna pull on something or do any work whatsoever is when you open the doors and when you open the hood. What exactly do I mean by that? Let me show you. Number one, suicide doors. Obviously, like in any other Rolls-Royce fashion, we have incredible suicide doors. But hang on, that's not what I'm trying to showcase here, right? I told you that that's the only manual labor you gotta do. Let me show you from the outside how to close the doors. They have little buttons right here, and all you gotta do is press them, and the door closes. 1, 2, no hands. Don't worry about it. Also, if you're inside of the car and you wanna be lazy, all you gotta do is press that button, and that door closes. Or this one for the right one to close. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm sitting back here, and now all I'm gonna do is reach up here. Boom! Also the back doors. Actually, if you want to move your headrest, all you need to do is focus on that little button and it goes up. That's right, even the headrests are automatic in the back. What about the tables? What about the tray tables? Well, you use one button to open it, and then you use another button right here to bring the screen right to you. Holy shit! I don't even have to worry about that in these, huh? One. No manual labor. While I'm sitting in the back still, I want you guys to look at that. And that right there are buttons for these. That's right. You don't have to move it. I mean, I was gonna say you don't have to move a finger, but that's all you need to move. You wanna put it back up? And you guys heard that, right? Just one touch of a button. And you're back. Everything is with a touch of a button. You think I'm done? Hang on a second. And for the last trick that I'm going to show you, let me also show you the key, because these are wrapped in leather and they look, oh god, so delicious, and they feel substantial and heavy. Let me show you. This is a trunk button. I'm just going to keep it pressed and you guys will see that I don't have to do anything to open that complex trunk. And also, if that wasn't enough, there's a button inside for you to do the same thing I'm about to do. Another one, you have everything down, but you want your skis to just fully go there without fucking crashing against that. No problem. You can just click that beautiful button once, boop, and your skis will find the powder. God, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about skiing. One of the things that makes this SUV so epic and why the value is so high in here is this car is using the same platform as the Phantom. What exactly do I mean? I mean the same drivetrain. It's exactly the same engine too. It's a V12 twin turbo with 570 horsepower. That's right. So you have a lot of power on the front, a lot of torque, and also you're getting all of the buttons inside and out that you're getting in the Phantom. A Phantom goes for about $600,000. This one, as is probably about $380,000. So you guys understand the deal that you're getting? You're getting a taller Phantom where you can fit more people and looks more badass. That's the value right here. Let me show you that engine. If you want to open the hood of the car, you normally go right here and make one pull, right? But this one's different. You got to make your pull. You guys heard the first one, and then another one so you don't latches, because every other car has the latch inside of the hood. This one has it right there. Whoa! Now let's get to the outside and those beautiful shots of the car, because it's incredible looking at the proportions. It really has a lot of Range Rover styling back here, which is not a bad thing because Range Rover makes some beautiful SUVs, and never losing the Rolls Royce-ness. Where on the back with those lights, right, that you get to see that look like basically a diamond, a baguette diamond right here. If anyone's married and has to, you guys will understand what I'm saying. And on the front, you still have that massive hood, big presence car. This car is so fucking huge and has so much presence. I am a little scared that a lot of people that have never been in a Rolls Royce are just not gonna get it. A lot of people are looking at it like, it's just a Phantom with an SUV body. Yes, but that's a great thing. And it's really hard for those people that have never experienced a Rolls Royce to get lost in just that idea. Make sure you don't, because this is a car really, really worth your time. And as we open the door, let's go with my favorite thing, fit and finish panels, right? Everything in a Rolls Royce is just gonna have the best of the best. You guys see all of the chrome right here? Right here is for you to get in the car and just pull your door anywhere all over here. It makes it very comfortable no matter how tall you are to be able to pull the door, because it's a massive door. All of the buttons have been redone completely. So these are not the ghost buttons, Wraith, or anything that you see. These are actual Phantom buttons. The speaker system is the same one that you can find in all of the high-end black badges and all of that stuff. It looks incredible. Obviously, the leather work, the woodwork, you don't even have to worry about anything because Rolls-Royce takes care of it in the most meticulous way you can possibly imagine. Look at the combination of leathers, the stitching, this wood it's got pores. It's so nice. Everything all around. Obviously, the Gorilla chest mats, that's what I call them. They're so nice, just like in the Raptor S. All of your seat controllers are wrapped in chrome. But that's not gonna be the big deal for this car. Let's get inside for the rest. The first thing I noticed when I got in the car, which the door's right there, is to your left, you have the start-stop engine. That's just like in the Phantom. The Phantom is the only one that has it on the left. Even the Ghost has it on the right. So you're getting Phantom materials right away and Phantom treatment right away. So on that note, I'm gonna start the car. Guess what else comes from the Phantom? Not only the chimes that you're hearing, which are so incredible, but also the digital dash right here. They look so amazing, and even when I got that new Phantom, I said, these are so well done, because mixing digital with classy is really fucking hard, and they nailed it. Another thing you're gonna see from the Phantom is straight up the steering wheel. This is a Phantom steering wheel, people. You have cruise control, you have your volume, you have your distance, everything you can control through the steering wheel. So more Phantom right there, people. Another thing that's very very phantom of the car that I really love is these buttons, because you just go over them. Listen, the Ghost does the same thing, but the Phantom just does it with these metal buttons that are so elegant. In the Ghost, we have those crystal ones, which I'm sure are a little outdated, but this is just gorgeous. And you don't even have to put any pressure on them for them to give you any feedback. And by the way, on every single Rolls Royce, the preset on number 8 is going to be that. In case you guys didn't know, you just press 8, because these buttons are not just presets for your radio, if you didn't know. All of these buttons, on top of being able to be used as presets, you can also use them for pre-menu stuff. So you want to click 2, it'll take you to navigation. You can click 3, it'll take you to radio. 4, multimedia. How mad is that on a Rolls Royce, especially coming from the old ones? One thing you won't see, like in the Phantom, it's the only thing that's missing here. It's the gallery. That means you're not going to have that see-through glass right here, but instead you get the most epic leather up here, and also one of the nicest clocks you'll ever see in any other car. It's brilliantly, simply beautiful. There's no other way of saying it. And also, that is one of the few areas where the car says Cullinan, and I love it. And do you guys know why the name of the car is Cullinan? Cullinan is basically the biggest, most flawless diamond ever found on Earth. So when Rolls-Royce thought, we're gonna make the biggest Rolls-Royce, we're gonna name it the biggest diamond because this is our biggest diamond. Makes all the sense in the world, and it's brilliant that they went through all that research for that. Smart. Really smart. And just this whole thing together is just so crisp and elegant and beautiful. Oh, the materials in this thing are just other level. And since we're talking about buttons and I'm really going crazy over them, I want you guys to see the level of quality everywhere. One thing that has always been really fascinating to me is these. I think they say if you keep everything blue up there and everything warm back there, that means cold air will come out of here and warm air will come out of down there. So if you keep everything at that level, everything is going to be exactly the same temperature. Also, you have everything here with the same screens as in the Phantom. You guys see how everything lights up? It's beautifully designed, and the buttons feel extremely expensive everywhere. Your heated steering wheel, and obviously the other side. Right here, you have more air control buttons that, again, look just like your window buttons, like those buttons, and the cohesiveness of it, it's just so beautiful. And obviously, just like in the Phantom, you're gonna have that right there with one additional button. Off-road. You don't have to click a bunch of shit like in a G-Wagon and do the differentials. You don't have to do any of that. All you need to do is click this off-road button once, boom, and the car tells you immediately, we are ready to go, son. That's it. Simplicity. Another thing I gotta be completely honest and give Rolls-Royce a lot of props is for their technology. Everything happened so fast and it's so freaking nice. Everything is touchscreen, you can see tones, you can basically module anything and everything you want. And it's so ridiculous that allow me to show you the camera system here. I just put the car in reverse, right? I want you guys to see these cameras and how insane this ridiculous technology is. That's right. You can see all around your car just by pressing the angle and everything that's around it. How fucking insane is this? I'm gonna put the car in reverse. Now that it's in reverse, I'm gonna drive just a little to show you guys what I wanna show you. Hang on, and you best be ready. That's right, so the car moves with you, right? And not only the car moves with you, let me show you another little thing here. So I can select the camera to give me that angle and I can literally see my house. How insane. When will you ever need this? I don't know, but I want it. I love it, and it's so smart. How do they do this? It's just cameras on the mirrors and in strategic places to give you this effect, and obviously recording all around. And now cameras have more than a capability of just shooting towards one point, and this is how they do it. But oh my God, the clarity and everything around it is insane. This is one of my favorite features in a car, and I love it. And just continuing just to show you this, because we're already here in reverse. You guys see that yellow thing? That's gonna give me perception. That means it's gonna tell me exactly how close I am to that thing. And you guys see, as I get closer and start moving around it, it's gonna throw me more of those. And again, it's showing me there how far I really am to those things. But the fun doesn't end on the front. If you're really having a Rolls Royce, you want to be on the back. And on the back, there's a lot of technology too. Are you guys ready? I want you guys to see this. There's HDMI, there's USB, AVN, headphones for every single person back here. Not only that, but right here, there's new wiring for literally the next generation of micro USB. That's not even out right now. They were like, we need to prepare because this thing is gonna last like 8 years, so we gotta be ahead of the trend. So I wish you the best of luck, Rolls. And the reason why we have all those things there is simply because, dun 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 dun, you can literally control all of your car from back here on either side because you have the same screen on that side too. So you can go into communication, you literally can input a navigation destination here. You can do anything, and the technology in these cars is insane because Rolls-Royce didn't want to be left behind this time. So wow, well done, Rolls, well done. And while sitting back here, you gotta know that Rolls-Royce will offer 2 options, but they're not yet available. There's one car that will have a partition right here and also only 2 chairs back here, or the setup that you're looking at right now, which is open cabin for everyone. I'm guessing if you're one of the people that has a driver, you're gonna get the partition because why the fuck not? That's baller shit. What about Rolls-Royce lights? And let me tell you something, guys. This is one of the best light setups I have ever seen. It's so subtle, yet so powerful. Look at this. It doesn't come on like bright as hell when you turn it on. It's very subtle. I don't know how to explain it. I hope you guys are also getting a kick just like me about this because it's ridiculous how nice it's done. That's a huge window. We're just talking about space in the back. Obviously, you can't compare this. Look at that. I mean, yeah, I do sit like a midget on the front, but look at how much space I have for my clown shoes because I have humongous feet. And then you can just put your arms right here and rest up. There's so much space in the cabin. Why would you get a Phantom instead of this if you could? Why? And I understand what Rolls-Royce did because the Phantom is their big top-tier dog product that makes you go, I want that. And this is a product that you can buy. Does that make sense? We're talking about Rolls-Royce and technology. I know that those don't go hand in hand until now, people. That's your wireless charging pocket. That's right. And the beautiful thing about it is your phone's not going to be going up and down and unplugging itself and plugging back in. It's going to be charging the whole way to your rich destination. Also, this is how you know you're driving a Rolls-Royce. Because it's letting you know how much money really this is going to cost you before you put some gas in the car. Ooh, that is the fanciest gas cap I've ever seen in my life. A little detail for those who know what's up. These lines are painted by hand. There's one dude at the Rolls-Royce factory, legitimately, that his job is just to put these lines on the cars. And they're so expensive. Again, all done by hand. I want you guys to look at the size of a big car and then look at the size of a huge fucking car. I want you guys to understand that is a humongous car that's bigger than the 7 Series. It is just absolutely ridiculous how high the hood is compared to the other one. I mean, there's like a building left a difference right here. Wow. Some of these do have the chairs that go here and then you can sit down and have a picnic and whatnot, and it's a super expensive option. This one doesn't have it, and the first cars that are coming to the United States are not gonna have it, along with the Starlight. Why? You know the why, and it makes all the sense in the world. Rolls-Royce can't release the product with everything at once because then the interest gets lost. You gotta do little by little. I think that's what I'm gonna wait for. I order a Cullinan, it's a black and white, just like my Ghost that's back there, but I think I'm gonna wait for the proper Starlight and all of the options because I wanna have a nice Cullinan. This is the deal, man. This is the deal of the century. This is I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's a Phantom for Cullinan prices, for Ghost prices. Holy shit. And now that we know and understand how amazing and how luxurious the car is, does it really perform on the street the way it's supposed to be? Because a lot of people are seeing it, it's a massive car, and they get scared. The car's gonna be too big for me to handle, the car's gonna be too uncomfortable, it's gonna be too much of a boat. I understand that. So number one, let's be clear. Power with 570 horsepower and twin turbo engine, that's a V12. You don't have to worry about power low end, or especially when you're cruising on the freeway. It's so damn fast. The brakes do their job. No question about it, this is a very heavy car, and you can feel the mass of the car whenever, like, for example, you're going downhill. When you're coming downhill and you step on the brake, you feel how heavy the chassis is, but the brakes got it and you feel safe about it, which is incredible. But the number one thing Rolls Royce wanted to do with this was for you to feel like you're the owner of the road and that there's no one else out there. And it's literally like that Bose commercial where the athletes put it on and then all of the rival team like completely disappears. This is what this is, but for everybody else that's not at your level in the car. It sounds disgusting, but that's how legitimately amazing this is. The cabin is super quiet. The gearbox is incredible in this thing. The first time I got in the car, I legitimately had it from park and put it in drive. And you know, in a regular car, you hear and then your car moves and everything. This was so smooth, it felt like an electric car. And the most impressive thing about this whole damn thing is that it never lost the essence of a Rolls Royce. I understand that Porsche had to sacrifice a few things to make the Cayenne, the Macan, and the same thing goes with Lamborghini. And even then they feel like a legit heritage and family of that car. This feels exactly like a Phantom, like a much bigger Phantom. U-turn ratio is not bad at all, and my favorite thing is the rear wheel steering in this car. It's so good that you legitimately feel like the car is drifting into the turn with you, because on a normal car that's big, the biggest problem that you have is you need to make an adjustment going into the turn and then for the back. But in this, you don't have to do that. All it is for that turn is just one in, and the car feels like it's gliding into space. I mean, it doesn't make a sound. The sound system is incredible. You couldn't get a more refined suspension, and all around the materials, there's no rattling, especially having all these chrome and heavy things in the car. It's perfectly executed. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest SUV I've ever gotten into by a lot, like by a fucking massive margin. Is it worth the money? Absolutely. I actually think it's a deal. I'm not taking mine right now because I want mine to have everything before I take depreciation. I want a Starlight. I want the thing that separates people. I want it all. I love this car. I'm Alejandro, and I'm going to leave you guys with that. This Rolls Royce Cullinan is the greatest SUV on earth by a lot.